Hey everyone, it's Dan at SPE Motorsport. On this product spotlight, we're going over 6.7 Powerstroke cold side pipes. We have a new release on the table here we're going to get to, but we're also going to go over our current offerings. And we have a surprise at the end of the video with another new release that we're going to kind of touch on some quick information on, not dive into too much because it's going to get its own video. We'll go over kind of what the cold side pipe is and how it's integrated into the 6.7 and what it does and kind of the downfalls of it and why it's a problem and all that. So the 6.7 Powerstroke obviously has turbo. It's got an intercooler system, boost pressure. It has intercooler pipes, all that. So the cold side pipe is the outlet side of your intercooler. So if everything's working correctly, you have hot air coming in on the hot side pipe, and on the outlet of the intercooler, you have cooler air coming out. So that pipe is what connects to the engine. It's the last connection before it goes into the cylinder heads and the intake system. So I want to kind of go over what Ford did and what the problems were. So in 2011, when the 6.7 first came out, they had a plastic cold side pipe. It was a plastic pipe that had the same shape as this, but it had a silicone boot on the end. So on that pipe, what would happen is you would have a failure point on it. It's plastic, so you have a lot of heat, a lot of pressure. If you're working the truck to max capacity, you're gonna have a failure point because it's made out of plastic. I don't know why the Ford engineers did it that way, but that's what they did. So they'll fail in this bend area. Clearly that was a problem. They ran that style pipe from 2011 to about 2016. In 2017, they came out with a rubber version. And that rubber version, similar construction to like a radiator hose. It's not silicone, it's made out of rubber, but it's reinforced. It does seem to work better, but at the end of the day, it's still a basic rubber. It's still a very basic hose. So you're still putting that same pressure, that same heat and everything still running through that hose. So once again, failure point at this 90-degree bend. Most of them are failing in this general area. So early on, we obviously had to come out with a solution for that. So we came out with a 5-ply silicone cold side pipe, similar to this one here. So this is a basic just replacement hose. So this would be for the 2017 and up. This replaces that radiator style, rubber hose. No clamps, just a basic hose. Take the old one off, put this on. Now, on the end of this hose where it connects to the throttle body, you still have a plastic adapter. So in my opinion, yes, this is gonna, serve the purpose for, a lot of people, but there's still room to upgrade. So moving down the line here, we have our actual cold side pipe kit that we currently offer, which comes with same silicone hose construction, 5-ply, nice construction. And on that side of things too, with the silicone actually deals with heat and oil and all of those things very well. So if chemical resistance and just this general, rigidity compared to rubber and plastic is much better. So, once again, basic hose is silicone reinforced. This kit comes with an adapter as well. So, as I said before, there's a plastic adapter that connects to the throttle body. We're replacing that with a billet aluminum one. You get nice T-bolt clamps, O-ring, all the hardware's included. And the one really cool thing that we do with our adapter is we have auxiliary ports in it. So in the 6.7 Powerstroke, the intercooler piping system, there isn't anywhere to add, say, water methanol or a boost gauge or anything like that. So this allows the customer or the shop that's installing this, if a customer wants gauges or they want to add water methanol because they're towing heavy, they throw the cold side pipe on and this adds a nice little area for you know, putting that auxiliary stuff in. And it's very simple and easy to put on. So that kind of covers what we have available currently. And obviously, you know, as we were talking about failure points, if there is going to be a failure on any of the cold side pipes that are even currently on the market, it's always going to be in this 90-degree area here. You know, Ford, the way that they kind of built the truck and the body and the way the intercooler is built and the way that's placed in the vehicle, you have power steering reservoirs and hoses and belts. There's a lot of things in the way. So you have to come out of that intercooler and immediately go up. There's no other way to go about it. So as I said, if you're gonna have a failure point, it's gonna be in this 90-degree area. And every cold side that's available currently on the market, including ours up to this point, they're all silicone at least up to here. So you're always gonna have a 90-degree bend there. Now, you may ask, okay, you already had a solution, the solution worked great, but the thing is we wanna offer the best product we possibly can, and I saw an area to improve on. So what we ended up doing is we came out with our extreme duty cold side pipe. So this is a full cast aluminum piece. The nice thing about this pipe is we have no internal volume loss from the outlet of the intercooler to the throttle body adapter. We utilize a Cobra head elbow here that actually creates the same amount of volume, and we're still getting that tight radius bend. The thing that we're doing with this pipe, and you can clearly see this, the thing that we're doing with this pipe that's very different is the fact that we're eliminating a 90-degree coupler. You know, that if there is a failure point, as I said, it's in that 90-degree coupler. So by creating this the way that we did, we're able to utilize only straight couplers. So once this pipe is on the truck, it's pretty much impossible to blow off because of the way it's actually kind of integrated into the truck. So yes, there's a straight coupler here, but there's nowhere for this pipe to go because it's just so rigid. And at the end of the day, you may say, well, why pick that over this one? This will never fail. You have nothing in this system now that's going to be able to fail. The only thing that could fail is if you forget to tighten a clamp. And once again, it's basically, if I had to explain it and had to kind of come up with a reasoning behind it, it's basically the final boss of cold side pipes. You know, you've reached that point where, all right, say you're the guy that's towing at max capacity with their truck. You know, they're towing extremely heavy, they're running grades, and they're really pushing the truck to the absolute max and or beyond that. Because we all know that if the trailer fits on the truck and the load fits on the trailer, you're not rolling over a scale immediately. You could care less. If it fits, it ships. You're gonna run it. So at that point, you may be well beyond the capacity of that vehicle, and now you have higher intake air temps. You have maybe a little bit more boost pressure than what you're normally running or what that truck is even supposed to be seeing. And this pipe will deal with all that. You know, it'll deal with that added heat, it'll deal with added boost pressure. You never have to worry about it. And the cool thing about this pipe is you don't have to do a whole intake piping system to utilize it. This will bolt on a stock truck, hooks up to the factory throttle body. There's no tuning required, same as all the other kits that we sell. So once again, cast aluminum pipe, solid piece, no 90-degree couplers on the end, all straight couplers, T-bolts included, all the hardware you need, and it actually uses the same adapter coupler on the throttle body side that we already utilize. So you still retain your auxiliary injection ports or boost reference port, all that stuff still retained. So it's pretty cut and dry. I think, you know, you're gonna understand kind of your options that we have here on the table. And if you want something that you're never gonna have to worry about, you're never gonna have to worry about blowing a coupler or having a boot issue, that's the way to go. You know, if you're working your truck completely within its means from, you know, a towing or a performance aspect, this is gonna fill the bill all day long. But if you want that added peace of mind, this is gonna be a great option for you. So we're gonna head over to the truck here that we have behind me and kind of go over some stuff on the truck, and I'll catch you there in a second. All right, guys, now that we're over on the truck here, I kind of want to show you the cold side pipe installed and kind of go over some of the differences and what you have here working on. I got these hoses kind of loose here so we can show it the best we can. This is actually a 23 truck. It's an HO, so there's a lot of additional coolant hoses in the way because the HO turbos actually have coolant that flow through the compressor cover. So one of the differences, which we probably need to make a video on that now that I'm thinking about it, some of the differences between the standard 6.7 and the HO. But so this is the cold side pipe installed, the XD cold side pipe. So obviously it fits in the same area that the other one does. Not many differences in that aspect. But it also still has plenty of movement in it for, you know, flex for the engine mounts and everything that you would need for it to operate properly. And we use up every bit of space that we have. So obviously from a performance aspect, that's what we want. Now, the one downside to the XD over, say, a standard cold side pipe is you're going to have to remove the throttle body itself and actually assemble the throttle body kind of as a unit, because we don't have that flex to kind of get the pipe on the same you would with a full silicone hose. So it is a little bit more difficult to put on, but we do include Allen bolts, new Allen bolts for the throttle body and everything that you need to install it, which makes it a lot easier to put on. And it's really not that much harder. It just takes a little bit more time. But you now have a completely rigid pipe that can't go anywhere. You don't ever have to worry about it. It's a pretty solid option, in my opinion, especially if you're one of the people, as we said, that are working their truck to the max. You know. Now that we covered that, I want to go over the elephant in the room and our little surprise for this video, which we'll do more detail on this later. We actually teased this, I think, in the DPK video. I don't know if anybody picked up on that, but this is our original equipment performance intake manifold. And when I say original equipment, I mean it's a replacement intake manifold. So what it does is it's a better flowing intake manifold that still utilizes all the EGR provisions and the throttle body, everything. It's designed around that whole aspect and of the truck. So it's a physical replacement part, but it is a performance upgrade. So the idea behind it is we're optimizing EGR flow for the best performance, and we're giving you a new lower intake manifold to connect the air intake. And we're looking at it not just from the emissions aspect, but also the performance aspect of it. You know, depending on the year truck, we're seeing 30 to 40 horsepower wheel gains just from changing this out. So anyway, that we're releasing as well, and we're going to do a video real shortly on that, but we kind of wanted to show you what we had going on with that because we're pretty excited about it. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, our cold side video. Really looking forward to the release of the XD cold side pipe and also the original equipment performance intake manifold we just kind of released as well. And they'll be up on the site available. Check them out. We'd be happy to help you in any way we can. If you have questions regarding really anything that we sell or the cold side pipes, whatever it may be, hit us up on social media, give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help you, and we'll catch you on the next one.